Hello everyone. So we are back to another EVS session and today we are going to listen to a story. The name of the story is The Plant Fairy. What is the name? The Plant Fairy. Okay, let's move on to the story. Let's listen to a story. There are five characters in a story. How many characters? Five characters. Okay. They are Ammu, Dayaram, Didi, Shabnam, and Michael. Ammu, Didi, Dayaram, Shabnam, and Michael. So, the children said to Didi, "Last Sunday we went to a garden and played hide and seek and antakshari." Then Didi said, "Today let's play a new game. I will become a plant fairy." So this game Didi had played when Didi went for a camp last year. So Didi said that today they are going to play a new game. Okay. The plant fairy will call out a name of something and you will have to touch it. So what was the game? The plant fairy will call out a name of something and the children had to touch it. Okay, so the game began. Yes, the game began. So Didi was the plant fairy. Didi told the plant fairy asks you to touch a plant. So the game had begun and the plant fairy asked the children to touch a plant. So at once children ran towards the plants. Okay, children ran towards plants. See in the picture you can see Ammu held the marigold plant. Shabnam sat touching a jasmine plant. Dayaram caught hold of a neem tree and Michael touched a mehndi bush. In the picture you can see, right? Ammu held the marigold plant. Shabnam sat touching a jasmine plant. Dayaram caught hold of a neem tree. And Michael touched a mehndi bush. Didi said, "Very good. Everyone has touched a plant. But have you noticed that all plants are different from each other?" So Shabnam said, "Didi, you are also sitting on little plants. Can you name the plant on which Didi is sitting?" Yes, Didi was sitting on the grass. So grass are small, little plants. Now the game continued. Didi said, "The plant fairy now says to touch a tree which has either a thick or a thin trunk." So the children ran to touch the trees with thick and thin trunk. See in the picture you can see Shabnam, Ammu and Dayaram is touching a tree with a very thick trunk. And see Michael, he is touching a tree with a thin trunk. Now, have you seen a tree with a trunk as thick as the one shown in the picture? Just think, any tree which has a very thick trunk. Okay, now Michael found the game very interesting. Okay, he thought Plant Fairy could order everyone around. Now I want to be the Plant Fairy. So Michael found the game very interesting because Didi could order and the children had to obey. So now he wanted to be the Plant Fairy. So he started saying or shouting, "I want to be the Plant Fairy." And the children laughed aloud. "A boy fairy?" The children laughed aloud. Why did they laugh? Thinking a boy becoming a fairy. Okay, so now Michael was the new plant fairy. So the new plant fairy, what did he say? "Plant fairy, ask you to get some leaves quickly." What did the new plant fairy say? He said or asked the children to get some leaves quickly. Okay, so Didi then reminded them, do not pluck any leaves from the plants. Okay, Didi warned them not to pluck any leaves from the plants. So the children ran to collect the leaves which were lying on the ground. Children ran to collect the leaves that were already lying on the ground, and they did not pluck any leaves from the plants. Now, see, these are the leaves which children collected. Can you see the picture? In this picture, you can see there are different types of leaves, different colors of leaves, isn't it? There is a purple leaf, there is a light green leaf, there is a dark green leaf, yellow leaf. So many colors and types of leaves. Do all the leaves have similar colors, shapes, and margins? Dayaram now said, I did not know that there were so many type of leaves. Look, some are round, some are long, and some are triangular. So Dayaram told that he never knew that there were so many types of leaves. Some were round, some were long, and some were triangular in shape. Now, Ammu said, they are of so many different colors as well. Some are light green, some are dark green, some are even yellow, red, and purple. There is one which is green but has white patches on it. So, these were the different colors of leaves which children collected. Now, Shabnam said, look, even the margins of these leaves are different from each other. Some have straight margins, some uneven, and some of these margins even look like a saw. So, what is the margin of the leaf? That is the outside boundary, the shape of the boundary or the edge of the leaf. That is called the margin. Okay, and you know what is a saw? It's a tool. Okay, the tool with so many teeth which is used to cut a metal or a wood. So some leaves, they had the margin which had teeth same like so Shabnam told that some margins of the leaves even looked like a saw. Now, Ammu and Shabnam shouted together, we also want to be the plant fairy. What did they shout? We also want to be the plant fairy. Didi said, not today. Maybe next Sunday. It's time to go home now. So it was time to go home. And on the way back home, Didi recited a poem for everyone. What did Didi do? Didi recited a poem for everyone. So this poem was written by a great poet, Vijendra Pal Sisodia. Okay, he wrote this poem in Hindi and then it was translated to English. So this poem is all about leaves. So let's recite the poem together. Here comes the poem about leaves. So this is a poem about leaves. Red, purple and even yellow. Some green, wet and loose. Leaves are of different kinds and of different shapes and shades. Some are like the elephant's ears and some are playful like the devil. Some are torn and some are folded and some even eaten like the beetle. And in the early dawn's darkest hue, you will find the flowers cry tear like dew. Some are like butterflies, some like bees, some are hairy and some plain. Some dry up to look thorns, and some even resemble cranes. Whoosh, whoosh, scuttle and flutter, in the breeze they all do mutter. All day long they smile and play, and in the night they sleep away. Leaves are of different kinds and of different shapes and hues. So this was just a poem written on leaves, that leaves are of different colors, different shapes, different shades, different kinds. Okay, so this was the poem that Didi recited to the children when they went back home. So, What did you learn from this story? Just think, what did you learn from this story? That there are different types of plants, trees, and leaves, isn't it? So that was our new story about different types of plants, trees, and leaves. Now, in our next session of EVS, we will discuss more about different types of plants, different types of leaves, and a lot more. Okay? Thank you all for joining the session. Thank you.